Tonight we're talking about toxic-free living and cleaning using essential oils. I'll give you a few of my tips on saving a ton of money, but also reducing your exposure to toxic chemicals. So I do encourage you after this call to go and have a look in the cupboard below your sink. Go and have a look in that cupboard up high, maybe in your laundry where you keep all the other really toxic stuff, the poisonous stuff, the ones with the little skull and crossbones on. Go and have a look in your bathroom cupboard. Maybe pull it all out. Maybe you've got boxes full of it. Maybe you've got, tubs full of bottles that have got about this much left in them. It's interesting when you go to the supermarket, go down the cleaning aisle. I think there maybe is 2 aisles now dedicated to all the cleaning. You've got the bathroom cleaning stuff, and then you've got the garagey sort of cleaning stuff, and then you've got maybe the pet cleaning stuff, and then you've got the personal products aisle, which is all the personal products cleaning stuff. So maybe you've got 4 dedicated aisles in the supermarket that's dedicated to these toxic chemicals. And so it's really interesting that, now we've got cleaners for glass and for the oven and for the stove top and for the clothes and for the pets and for the fabric and for the carpet and for the lino and for the wood. What else? And for the Caesar stone bench top and for the stainless steel and for the saucepans. What else? And then in the bathroom cabinet, of course, you've got cleaning for the skin, exfoliating for the feet, cleaning for the hair, cleaning for the mouth, cleaning for the private bits. You name it. There is an absolute ton of products out there. And some of these products can have really nasty chemicals and known carcinogens, right? So This companies are selling this stuff to us knowing that they are poison, and maybe testing on animals and saying, oh, look, in this small amount, in this small dosage, it's not harmful to people. But when you start to add up all of that exposure to harmful chemicals in the cleaning of your home and your garage, and then if you have a look at all the chemicals that you're being exposed to in your beauty regime, and ladies, if you're still dyeing your hair, then you are being exposed to a huge range of chemicals. And then of course, if you add in all the chemicals that are now in our food chain, very problematic, and then add in the extra herbicides and pesticides and that sort of thing that's being put on our food. So all of that added up together creates a picture of toxicity. And if you are struggling with weight or hormone imbalance, or you're not sleeping very well, or you have gut issues, then I really encourage you to find ways to reduce your exposure to these harmful toxins. And a really good place to start is in your cleaning routine. So I was really lucky enough to, when I was 14, my mum gave me 2 books. Firstly, this book, which is amazing. It's super old. It's out of print. I think you can buy a copy of this now for about $600 or something. This is the uses of juices. And I remember the same birthday, I got this juice book, and I got a juicer. And I was also given the Green Clean Guide, and it's a similar size book and it's got a similar color. I left it at home in my storage in Foster, but it's a great book. It's the Green Cleaner Guide, and it had all these just natural remedies that involved things like a white vinegar and bicarb soda, cotton wool balls, and old-fashioned Castile soap. And so at a really young age, I was already introduced to the idea of toxic-free living, and I tell you why. And many of you already know my story. So born very underweight, born prematurely. I've got a twin brother. He was super healthy. He went home. He's got really healthy lungs, strong, robust boy. And I was really poorly, and I had respiratory challenges and undeveloped lungs and asthma and bronchitis and all this sort of thing. So growing up, I was the first person in the house to get sick. I'd always be plagued by bronchitis, coughs, colds, flus, wheezing and sneezing. You know, I sneezed so many times I put my back out. I'd sneeze on average 200-300 times a day. So I was very irritable, very irritated. So really important that I, at a young age, learned about reducing my exposure to chemicals and reducing my toxic load. So my mum introduced me to green cleaning, and what a gift. And now, you know, I'm so passionate about reducing toxic load, and I really encourage my clients to have a really good look in the kitchen cupboard, the bathroom cupboard, and, you know, be very careful about what you're putting on your skin and what you're exposing yourself and your family and your pets and your children to, because these chemicals add up over time. They create this picture of toxicity in the body, and then it gives you extra stuff the body to get rid of. So when you do a detox, if you do a juice cleanse or something, you've got more to get rid of, which just makes it harder for the liver. It makes it harder for the central nervous system. It makes it harder for balancing the hormones when you're being exposed to these toxic chemicals. So I'm going to share with you a few of my favorite recipes for cleaning, for the toilet, for the kitchen, for everything, for glass, for wood. They're basically all the same thing. So I save a stack of money, and I'm also using stuff that's very supportive and friendly on the environment. So friendly on my wallet, my budget, my household budget, but also super easy to make and very, very effective. And I'm not being exposed to nasty chemicals. So using these techniques in the juice bar, for years we had really nasty hand wash, and using just nasty chemicals that the environmental health officer says, oh no, you've got to use Dettol and you've got to use all these nasty chemicals, and you know, getting introduced to the Enyo cleaning cloths and doTERRA essential oils, match made in heaven. You know, I can work all weekend in the juice bar and not have really badly affected hands and cracks around my fingernails and things like that. And I have had staff that when they first start working with me, they've worked with other catering companies and they've had really bad psoriasis and eczema and very poor hand skin condition. And with working with me, just using essential oils and Enyo cleaning cloths, you know, we're just using fruit pulp, and we're just using natural ways to clean things, and their hands improve massively. Okay, so a few recipes I'm going to share with you. There is an ebook which I can share with you, which is what I'm taking a lot of these recipes from. I think one of the most powerful oils that you can have in your collection for cleaning inside and out, so cleaning your internal organs, but also cleaning the home, is lemon. Lemon is amazing. It is one of those ones that you just want to add to your monthly order because it's just so great. It's cleansing and purifying, and it's a wonderful natural cleaner for the home. It's potent and powerful and completely safe. This is highly concentrated. These chemical components are derived from plants, and they are powerful and potent. So one drop goes a long, long way with cleaning with lemon. It's very, very versatile. And certainly, natural and safe, potent, powerful and effective, very, very versatile, and it creates this happy aroma, so you can actually be happy about cleaning your home. I love also using spearmint. Spearmint, it just transports me back to this happy place. I remember when we went to Canberra for a school excursion, and my mum gave me the spearmint leaves, a big bag of lollies. And the spearmint just transports me back to being on the bus, going to Canberra and having that really fun school excursion. So, one or two drops of lemon and spearmint in my glass bottle. And I'll show you, this is what I use. I just have one of these bottles, okay? And I just fill it up with a little bit of white vinegar, not too much. So not even like an eighth of a cup of white vinegar. And then 2 or 3 drops of lemon, 2 or 3 drops of spearmint, and I use this for everything. This is for the toilet, for the glass, for the worktops, for the toilet bowl, for the around the back of the toilet, for the toilet floor, for everything. But I'll give you a few other recipes that you can try on different things. So lemon oil is really amazing because it's got these chemical constituents called limonene, B-pinene, and terpenine. All right. Now, limonene uplifts and is energizing. So if you are struggling with anxiety and overwhelm and depression, you're feeling low mood, lemon is amazingly uplifting. So using that while you're cleaning, you're getting that healthy aroma instead of smelling nasty chemicals that leave that residue in your mouth. Then these are really healthy, supporting healthy metabolism, giving your internal organs a cleanse. So just having 1 drop of lemon in your water is great for cleansing out your organs. It's also amazing for skin blemishes. So you're using something that can be used internally and on your skin, and you can use it in your cleaning. So lemon, the beta-pinene chemical constituent in lemon oil also supports healthy immune function and healthy respiratory response. So you're having something in your cleaning products that's also beneficial for your respiratory system. It's not a known carcinogen, and it's not going to make you sick, and it's not going to interrupt your hormone cycle. It helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. So that's amazing. You can use it for cleaning and also benefit with your immune system and your hormones. And the gamma terpenine is amazing for surface cleaning. It protects against environmental threats. So we want to make sure that we're using anything that will protect, that's natural and safe, that's going to protect us against any viruses and bacteria. So remember about in the previous classes, I've mentioned about bacteria being on the outside of the cell and viruses duplicating on the inside of the cell. Well, the essential oils work on both. They work on preventing bacteria on the outside of the cell, but also stopping the duplication of viruses on the inside of the cell. So amazing for cleaning. Pesky labels on glass jars. So I'm delivering a lot of juice cleansers at the moment in my local area. I reuse and recycle all of the glass jars, and I love, like, you know, big mayonnaise jars or gherkin jars or beetroot pickle jars, those really big jars, and I soak those in a couple of drops of lemon oil, and then I get the rest of the labels off with lemon oil. And I'm not having to use rubbing alcohol or something which is really difficult on the skin. It feels good, it makes me feel good, and it doesn't harm that delicate skin tissue. Okay, so what else is really good for cleaning? Look, any of the oils that have phenols or aldehydes or monoterpenes are also really good for cleaning. So clove is excellent for surface cleaning. Clove just happens to be in all the On Guard range. So this actual cleaning concentrate, this is what I use in the juice bar. This lasts me nearly a year. It is such good value. Just using a spoonful, like a teaspoonful in my glass bottle with water and lemon, and that's all I need. So that cleans everything. So you could use this for cleaning your dishes, cleaning your bathrooms, tough jobs around the house like the stove top or the oven. It's amazing for just a general multi-purpose cleaner. Just a spoonful or 2 really goes a long, long way. And that's what's in that clove, cinnamon, is the On Guard range, antibacterial, antifungal, amazing. Oregano is also very good for protecting against environmental threats and is excellent for a surface cleaner. Thyme, it smells amazing, again protecting against environmental threats, really good. Cassia is fantastic again for supporting the immune system and protecting against environmental threats. Cilantro is a really good surface cleanser. Bergamot, lemon, lime, melaleuca, wild orange, they're all powerful cleansing properties because they've got that limonene, they've got the terpenine, they've got the pinene, they've got those chemical constituents of the plants to help be a non-abrasive cleaner for surfaces, which is amazing. Okay, so safety guidelines, look, a little bit goes a long way with the oils. I'm only talking about certified pure therapeutic grade oils, so doTERRA. They're the most pure and most potent oils. They're tested. They're very powerful, and and they're the ones that I'm recommending. Okay, so I wouldn't recommend using other essential oils that may have not come from pure sources, or they may be padded out with synthetic fillers, or they're not tested. So doTERRA have taken the time to thoroughly test inside the company and externally. They've got that high level of purity, and they're taken from natural sources. So let me give you a few solutions for combining essential oils. So you can use white vinegar, as I've said. White vinegar is very useful for cleaning off grease and mineral deposits off things. So in this country where I am in England, in the Cotswolds, there's a lot of limescale. So cleaning the kettle, if you've got limescale buildup, not so much of an issue in Foster, but certainly in England you really notice it. So 1 drop of lemon oil with half a cupful of white vinegar into the kettle, turn the kettle on, leave it sit for half an hour, and then rinse it out. Amazing, works really well. Bicarb soda, combining bicarb soda, 1 spoonful of bicarb soda, 1/4 cup of vinegar, and 10 drops of tea tree oil into the toilet, foams up, gives your toilet bowl a nice sparkling clean finish. Castile soap is, you can get that from Govita. That's a really good, also powerful cleanser, and you only need the tiniest little bit. Honestly, I have had this for nearly a year, and a little bit goes a long way. So combining those with essential oils, very powerful. And then you can make all your own products from just those ingredients. You can make dishwasher tablets. You can make a cream cleanser. You can make soap bars. You can make all of these things. If you want to get your Martha Stewart on and create some DIY cleaning products, then it's a great way to go. Save you a stack of money. Okay, so how many drops do you need? If you've got a really if you want a really strong solution, then for cleaning surfaces, then 3 drops of lemon is enough. If you wanted something stronger for stains and grease and sticky messes and things that you might need to scrub off, then probably 10 drops is more than enough. But if you've got like a pesky, difficult cleaning job, then you might have to go 10 to 15 drops. But that's in a big glass jar. I mean, this is half a litre, and that's mostly water. So again, very powerful. Okay, always test before cleaning, especially if you're going to be using it on wood or fabric or granite, and dilute. Very important that you just test a small area on an inconspicuous area, especially if it's fabric or certain kinds of wood, and just you can, or if you've got a unique piece of furniture or a carpet or something around your home that you're worried about ruining with cleaning agents, then test an inconspicuous part of that with the oil. Storage of oils, make sure you're storing them out of the reach of children. Normally you're probably quite used to storing your cleaning products out of reach, but also with essential oils, make sure you're keeping them out of direct sunlight. Having them stored in dark brown bottles really helps prevent any UV exposure. All right, so but making sure you're storing them properly. Okay, so best practices for when cleaning with essential oils: make sure you're using high quality oils. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. It will depend very much on the type of cleaning job that you've got, but test a small area first and practice responsible storage of the oils. And for, make sure that your any homemade essential oil cleaning agents, give them a really good shake before use. So some of the other things that I use, some of the great oils for cleaning: basil, bergamot, cilantro, cinnamon, clove, coriander, eucalyptus, lemon, lime, tea tree, oregano, wild orange. My favorites are really any of the citrus oils like lime, lemon, tea tree, eucalyptus, but also I do love spearmint. I really love it. I'm in my happy place. I put some music on. Often I'll have some, some really loud music, and dancing around the house, doing my housework, and in my happy space. I really do love it. And then I'm also teaching my kids that cleaning is fun, and they've got to be part of the action, and they're not being exposed to, nasty toxins. Okay, so essential oils are really good also for cleansing the air and dispelling odors. Now, there is a great oil called Purify. Do I have it here? No, I don't. Okay, Purify is this amazing oil that has many of the combination of those citrus oils and spearmint in it, and it is great for eliminating odors. So if you have ever burnt a pan, so say I stewed some apples, and I couldn't believe that I stewed some apples in my Le Creuset pot, and I left them on too long. I completely forgot about them. The pot was completely black, and the smell of burnt throughout the house. So I opened all the windows, put the fan on. It's amazing. The fire alarm didn't go off, and the pot was completely black. So what I did was I got I emptied all the contents out, so I put it outside, took the lid off, and then washed it all out, but there's still the black residue there. So what I did was get a spoonful of bicarb soda and 10 drops of wild orange, and I just let that sit in there and rubbed it a few times and got most of the burnt stuff off. So it's very, very good for being non-abrasive but getting through into strong stains. And then in the house, okay, the house smells like burnt. So what I did was I got Purify into the diffuser, and I put 10 drops of Purify into the diffuser to get rid of that smell. Now that's also really powerful for if you've got smelly bins, or if you have smelly children and smelly husbands, or even your own gym trainers. If you've got a pair of trainers that are a little bit old, you can get Purify, and you can just put one drop of Purify on a cotton wool bud and shove that into the front of your shoe, and that is amazing for eliminating the odors of smelly shoes. Also, one drop into the bottom of your bin when you've emptied your bin out and you've given it a wash out, a couple of drops of eucalyptus or tea tree in there, and then rinse it out, and then just put that in the bottom of your bin or underneath your bin liner, so your bin always smells nice. Also, just having that in the fridge, so just a little dish of bicarb soda with 1 or 2 drops of lemon oil in there, and that can help keep your fridge smelling nice and fresh. Okay, what else can I tell you about? I think the best oils for cleaning and purifying the air, that Purify blend is divine, and it is very, very effective. But oils like eucalyptus, lemon, lavender, melaleuca, lime, wild orange and thyme are excellent for purifying the air. Okay, you could make a lovely room spray with 20 drops of lemon oil, 20 drops of grapefruit oil, 20 drops of lime oil, and put it in a big glass spray bottle just with some water. I tend to have one of these little bottles in my toilet, and that is just water. And again, I've got a few drops of grapefruit and a few drops of lime in there, and maybe a few drops of Purify. I tend to mix and match as I go, see how I'm feeling on the day. But that's a really low cost, amazing, air freshener, and it really works. I also just have a look, and where you can get these bottles from, Aroma Tools is very good supplier, but also Aroma Bottles, aromabottles.com.au, and I think GoVita has some of these as well, but they have the roller bottles, but certainly just stocking up on a couple of glass bottles. You notice some of the ones that we've got in the yoga studio, I supplied those. They're from aromatools.com.au, and you can buy, like a little pack of a couple of those. So you've got one for your bathroom, so you don't have to keep moving it, or one for the kitchen, or one for the downstairs toilet or whatever. But they also sell these groovy little tops. So you can just get a spray bottle top and reuse your essential oil bottle when it's empty. and turn that into a nice, like I've just got that as the Serenity, which is lavender piece, and keeping the residue of the last couple of drops in there, fill it up with water, and that's quite a nice linen spray or a pillow spray or just a bed spray to help you drift off to a good night's sleep. So a few ways that you can use those oils. Okay, what else? Natural air freshener, yes. Oh, look, you can put also, as I said, like a little bit of bicarb soda in the fridge and a couple of drops of essential oil. Very good. Even look, when we went away once, we caught a mouse, but we weren't there to get rid of the mouse. So the smell of the mouse was in the back of the kitchen cupboard for quite a while. So just putting again that dish of bicarb soda with a few drops of Purify in to that cupboard, and the smell soon goes. You can make your own pot puree. If you've got lots of roses in your garden, you could dehydrate them if you've got a dehydrator, or you could put them on the lowest setting in your oven and just have your wooden spoon inside the door, and then you could dry out all the nice beautiful flower petals, and then you could add in wild orange or cinnamon or clove or ginger or cardamom or anything like that. Especially if you like to make your own Christmas gifts, that's a really nice idea. Make your own air freshener. All-purpose cleaning spray for your toilets and everything. Warm water, just that little bit, like a quarter of a cup of white vinegar, and how many essential oil drops that you'd like. Fantastic. Microwave and refrigerator cleaner, again, hot water, a bit of white vinegar, and 10 drops of lemon essential oil. Done. Garbage disposal, your bins, a little bit of bicarb soda, a little bit of liquid Castile soap, like a teaspoonful, and then lemon or spearmint or tangerine. Amazing. Fresh smelling bin. Stovetop cleaner. Baking, bicarb soda, a little bit of salt, a little bit of table salt, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So this is a good one. A quarter of a cup of bicarb soda, a quarter of a cup of table salt, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of water, and a couple of drops of lemon or lime or wild orange. And the stovetop's going to get completely... Leave it on for about 15 minutes and any hard to remove stains will be completely gone. Fantastic. You could make your own dishwasher detergent tablets. Amazing. Once again, bicarb soda, citric acid, grapefruit oil, and some little silicone molds. Job done. And a little bit of the cleaning concentrate. I'm going to post all of these recipes in the group so you don't have to be madly scribbling them down. Toilet bowl cleaner, again, bicarb soda, a little bit of white vinegar, and 5 drops of tea tree oil. Amazing. You could make your own cleaning pods as well if you wanted to, give your hand a little bit of that. You could do your own fabric softener. So if I ever lend clothes to someone, or sometimes we buy secondhand clothes for the kids, or we swap clothes with other households, and we might get a big bag full of clothes from another person's house, and they have such a strong smell of fabric softener. Now, fabric softener, all of these fragrances that are fake, that are synthetic, they all interrupt your hormones, okay? So, my goodness, I'd have to wash some of those clothes maybe twice to get that smell out. I find it really quite overpowering. So you can make your own. Again, white vinegar and a few drops of lavender or peppermint or geranium oil. So much better for you, so much better for your senses, amazing for your hormones. It's going to support your hormones rather than interrupt them. You could do a wood polish. Listen to this one. Quarter of a cup of olive oil, quarter of a cup of vinegar, and 10 drops of lemon. And you've got your own wood polish. Okay, so you can save a stack of money on all these things because you can just make them up yourself. Glass cleaner. Again, a little bit of white vinegar, water, and lemon oil. Amazing. So there we go. That's probably enough to... Oh, look, there's carpet cleaners. There's all sorts. I'm going to share with you this... ebook into the group, so you've got all of those recipes there for you. If you would like to purchase oils, I'll send you a link. But if you're unsure, then you can have a discovery call, which is a free consultation with me to work out the best oils for where you're at. And we match those oils to your health goals, so we know that you're getting the most out of the daily use of the oils, how to use them safely, and all of that. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.